Hello, gorgeous community. Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, yes. Queens don't grind. Don't you love it? This is a singlet that I had made for people in my programs, and I've just been loving wearing it lately. Look, I'm just coming on to have a quick chat with you. I had a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine in the US, reach out to me. She was in this relationship, darling, just quiet. She was in this relationship for, at least a good 18 months. She's early 40s, and she was wanting to have children, like very, very much. And these, they bought a house together, they were doing it up, and she just messaged me in all sorts of pain, just saying, oh my God, can you believe it? He's left me. What on earth am I going to do? I want to have children, the time is ticking. Can you help me? What's going on? At the end of the day, you can only help yourself, right? You have to take responsibility and go, why have I attracted in this relationship, right? I said to her, it's not about making him wrong. I'm sure it sounds like he lost his shit, but it's not about making the other person wrong. It's about going, hang on a minute. There's something within me that attracted this into my vortex. And even though it's painful as fuck sometimes when a relationship that you want does not go the way that you want it, all your old programming is going to come up. All the old hurts, all the old traumas, all the old pain from any other relationship that didn't work is going to come up, and it's going to exacerbate it and make it 10 times worse than what it actually is. Because in reality and in truth, if someone can leave you like that, like he said to her, look, actually, I don't want children. And he said, I just want to go off and do a pilgrimage on my own. That's someone saying to you, you're not important to me. Like, I don't have my shit together. And you want to run like the wind away from a relationship like that, rather than indulging. And yes, I am going to use that word, indulging in, oh my God, it didn't work. How can I fix it? No, you don't want to fix that. You don't want to fix someone who's not choosing you. But what it comes down to is, where are you not choosing you? Because if someone else isn't choosing you, you've got to look at yourself. And I know that can be brutal and it can be very confronting, but this is the fast track to get out of Shitsville in feeling rejected, in feeling that things don't go your way in love, and going, you know what? I am going to call in the love of my life, and I am not going to go down with this sinking ship, and I'm not going to let anyone make me feel less than or unlovable. I'm going to ignite your queen.
And I just want to add, we're talking about this one person, but we do know somebody else that happened. The same thing happened. The difference is that he had 3 kids, and he decided to leave and just go on a pilgrimage. So it doesn't just happen to new relationships or young.
Yeah. It can happen at any time, but it's so easy to slip into victimhood and, why does this always happen to me? And love is hard, and, men suck, and, fuck it. I'm just going to be single, right? There's so many of these automatic responses that we can have. I've been there. I know what it feels like to live in victimhood. I've done my fair share of that, but it wasn't getting me what I wanted. And I just felt called to come on and share this with whoever needed to hear this message right now, to say that the power lies within you. Don't be dabbling when it comes to up-leveling your life. Like, I was giving her a couple of contacts in America and saying, reach out to this person, reach out to that person. But I know she's not in a place where she's all in with investing in herself. She's just taking the shortcuts. And, you can only lead a horse to water, right? You've got to want to change your life and go, what is it worth to me to actually go within, heal my shit, so that I can be going down the dream highway, attracting in a relationship that I'm actually worthy of, that lights up my soul, where I feel held, seen, supported, excited, inspired, connected, right? With delicious intimacy. That's going to take something. If that's not the normal for you, then you've got to ask yourself why, and how much longer are you going to tolerate not having that amazing experience? Because love is the highest currency. It is the highest currency we have access to in the human experience, right? We can have cars, we can have money, we can have grand houses and all the things which are beautiful. That's not what's going to fulfill you. When you're on your deathbed, you're not going to go, how many houses did I have? You're going to say, was I loved? And if you've been loved, then you're going to die happy at whatever age you are. It really is as simple as that. There is nothing, in my opinion, correct me, not correct me if I'm wrong, but you may not agree. But in my opinion, and why I teach this work is because love is at the core of everything in our life. And when you learn how to fall madly, deeply, head over heels in love with you, it's going to emanate into every other aspect of your life, to be able to call in pay rises, promotions, to get on purpose, to have better friendships, right? Let go of the dead wood and attract in better friendships that are more aligned to you, that are really fulfilling for you. It's going to heal your family dynamics. Love really does heal at a cellular level, but the first person you've got to learn how to love unconditionally and to accept on all levels is you. So you're going to keep seeing the shitty relationship cycle happen like clockwork, same guy, different name. And, you know, you're going to keep making the guy the baddie until you realize that the power is inside of you. And if you don't like what you're attracting in, then you're the one that needs to be the change that you want to see. Okay? So don't sit on a relationship that's gone south. Don't complain about it. Don't go, woe is me, and sit around having a pity party. You're at the beginning of a new year. Get the support, right? We have women changing their lives in as quickly as 8 weeks. And we're talking healing the deepest aspects of themselves that they haven't been able to do in 20 years of therapy. We're talking about people feeling healthier and more vital than they ever have, having spent thousands and thousands going to naturopaths and healers and you name it. So there is a new life here for you. You do deserve a soulmate relationship. There is nothing wrong with you. You're lovable, you're exquisite, you're magnificent. You are soulmate material, 100 billion%. Take this from me via the universe. That is who you are, exceptionally lovable. You don't need to change yourself. But what needs to shift and up level are your beliefs about love and the connection that you have with yourself. And this means having the courage to open your heart. Because when we've been hurt over and over again, we close our heart a little bit more each time and we get our love armor on. And it's impossible to attract in a soulmate relationship when you're getting, that's right, when you're getting around with all this love armor on. No one can get in, not even you. Like even that connection with yourself is not happening. And that means that your feminine is not activated. You've got so much heart energy inside of you, so much beautiful feminine intuition, wisdom, knowing deep inside of you, but there's no point in having that if you're not going to connect with it and activate it so that you can attract in that relationship where you don't have to analyze it, you don't have to overthink, you don't have to weigh up the pros and cons. It's harmonious, it's in flow, it's easy, it's effortless. And the reason you're going to be able to attract in that kind of relationship is because first, you chose to step up for yourself, to invest in yourself, to get the best level of support so that you can fast track this. And before you know it, in the blink of an eye, be in that amazing relationship with someone else. But it's not the guy that's going to complete you ever. It's you. And my clients get that. They think that the guy is the only thing that's missing. And then when they get to the end of my program, they're like, oh my God, I did not know that I could feel this lit and this happy and this excited to be me. And I'm like, yes, sister, that's where you want to attract in your soulmate relationship, and not a minute before you get to that place. And it's not about being perfect, right? It's about you loving you unconditionally and accepting yourself for everything you are and everything you're not, and knowing that we attract who we are. Okay? So until you have the courage to open up this amazing, vulnerable, heart-connected relationship with yourself, you're going to keep falling short in the love department and all the other areas of your life, because everything is connected. So if you're not earning the money that you want and you're in scarcity, it's all connected. If your health's crap, you're living with a lot of anxiety, depression, it's because you're living in a victimhood frequency, and that's not who you are. And I'm telling you, I have lived there. I have done the blame game. I have felt like a victim. I have, used my trauma as, oh, well, love's not safe and I think I'm just a free spirit and I don't need it anyway. But that was just my hurt little girl trying to sabotage my relationships. And it wasn't getting me what I wanted, and it was never going to, until I chose to step up and do the work and step into my woman, into my queen, with my heart. Hello, gorgeous. With my heart open. And I can say, you want to say hello? That I'm in the most sublime relationship. Are we perfect? Hell no. We fight. We get on each other's nerves. but we are aligned. We love each other unconditionally. We show up for each other, especially when you become a mum. You know, you want to have your person that loves you unconditionally, right? Because motherhood is not a walk in the park. It's fucking epic, but it's not a walk in the park. And if you're not in a good relationship, it's like, it's a grind. And hello, queens don't grind. So that's my message is, remember, you attract who you are. This is your year if you choose it to be. Otherwise, it will look exactly the same as every other year. But you can't keep doing the same thing and get a different result. You can't keep thinking the same thoughts. You can't keep taking the same action or lack of and expect that your life is going to cataclysmically change. It's not going to happen, okay? But when you choose you and say, I am going to do whatever it takes to be the best version of myself, to step into the grandest version of myself so that I can attract in not just my soulmate, but live my best life, then that is exactly what you're going to get. And I want that for you, because if I'm able to do it and all my clients are able to do it, then sister, you can do it. But it comes down to a decision, either to stay where you are with all your bullshit excuses and reasons, living in poverty consciousness, or to say, fuck yes, I'm a queen, I deserve the best support, and I am going to jump into getting this support that I deserve so that I can thrive and fly and love and experience ecstasy and orgasms and support. It's the support piece for me in my relationship that allows me to be the biggest version of myself. When I feel supported, I feel safe. I can do anything. Yeah. And I'm sure that's the same for you. But for me, that is my Achilles heel. If I don't feel supported, oh my God, I go down to victim village in a hot second. But I had to learn how to support myself emotionally first in order to attract in that huge level of support that I now receive from my husband. Yeah. So I want this for you. Love is awesome. Being married is awesome. I used to think that being married was like feeling hemmed in and like they're going to control me. And I used to really resist it. But when I made my own definition of what marriage is, where I feel free, where I have my wings, right? No one's clipping my wings. I used to have men that wanted to clip my wings because I used to intimidate men. But when I decided to choose how I wanted to have my marriage, well, that's exactly what I called in. And it's expansive. And I do feel free within my marriage, right? I don't ask an arm permission. Can I do this? Can I do that? And there are marriages, I know my friends that do that. What?
You ask your leg.
What do you mean I ask my leg? Oh boy, that's really a bad dad joke because his name's Anam. He goes, you don't ask my arm, you ask my leg. It's just so bad I actually can't. Anyway, I'm going to go and make the rest of dinner, but I just wanted to come in and beam this through to you. I know whoever needed to hear this is going to hear this. And it's just a download that is carrying a lot of potency. It is your time right now. So don't sit in a holding pattern. Take action, get the support, level up, because that investment is going to come back tenfold. You are going to not only see that money come back to you, but you're going to get that and then some. We see it all the time. Big, big love, beautiful soul. Mwah. Hello, gorgeous Rosie. Love you.